Hi students, so this video is all about metric units, and the first thing that I want to talk about is our basic units of measure. And so here we can see that they are listed in order. So we have kilo, hecto, deca, base, deci, centi, and milli, and these are all your prefixes. So you can put any base unit after these, such as the meter, the liter, or the gram. And every step that you see here is another step of 10. So we know that from milli to centi, we know that there are 10 milligrams for every centigram. And then from centi to deci, we know that there's 10. From deci to base, we know that there's 10. And then if you want to know how many like centimeters are in a meter, then it would be 10 times 10, or there would be 100. Okay. And then the same thing is true as we go up or down. We know that if we want to go from a meter to a kilometer, that would be 10 times 10 times 10, or that would be 1,000. So we know that there are 1,000 meters for every kilometer. And then the other thing that you guys need to understand are some basic math facts. So we know that if you see the fraction 1 over 1, that equals 1. If you see the fraction 2 over 2, that also equals 1. And so any number over itself is always 1. And you can do the same thing with units. So if you see a centimeter per centimeter, that would also equal 1 because those units would cancel out. And so down here at the bottom, this is what we call a conversion factor because it's 100 centimeters over 1 meter. And we know that 100 centimeters and 1 meter are equivalent measurements. And so when we put them over each other, that would also equal 1. And so we use these conversion factors a lot when we're using the factor label method. So if we're looking at the factor label method, the very first step is to always start with what we've been given. So we're going to start with 2,000 milligrams. Okay, on the top. I always tell students to draw a time sign and a line. You're going to put this unit on the bottom, and sorry, this is so sloppy. I left my pen at home. There's milligrams at the bottom, and then we're trying to get to grams, so we'll put grams on the top. Then you have to ask yourself, okay, how many milligrams are there per gram? So per 1 gram, because we're dealing with milli, that's 3 steps, so it gets 3 zeros. So we know that there are 1,000 milligrams in every gram. So then you would take 2,000 divided by 1,000 and you would get 2 grams. Okay. And then for the next one, 5 liters, you always start with what you've been given. Time sign, draw a line. You want to put liters on the bottom and you're trying to go to milliliters on the top. Now we know that there are 1,000 milliliters per liter because it's a 3-step process and there's 3 zeros. So in this case, because you're going from liters to milliliters, you're going to take 5 times 1,000, or that would give you 5,000 milliliters. Okay. And here is 16 centimeters. So always start with what you've been given. Time sign, draw a line. You want to put your given unit on the bottom and your desired unit on the top. Now, because centimeters to millimeters is a 1 step, then that means that there are 10. So we know that there are 10 millimeters in every 1 centimeter. So you're going to take 160 divided by 10, and in this case, that would give you 160 millimeters. Okay. All right, take a moment, pause the video, do these next 3 examples on your own. Yes, do these next 3 on your own. Go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, so hopefully you guys have paused the video. And now it's time to I'm just going to go ahead and reveal the answers for you. Because we're going from kilometers to meters, we know that we would put kilometers on the bottom and meters on the top. We know that there are 1,000 meters for every kilometer. So you would take 104 times 1,000, and that would give you 104,000 meters. 198 grams, you put grams on the bottom, you put kilograms on the top. Okay, we know that there are 1,000 grams per kilogram. So in this case, you'd be dividing. So in this case, it would be 0.198 kilograms. Okay. And the last one is going from meters. So you put meters on the bottom and you put kilometers at the top. Again, there are 1,000 meters for every kilometer. So you'd be dividing by 1,000. So this would give you 2.5 kilometers. Okay. I hope that that was somewhat helpful. Again, sorry for the sloppy writing. Thank you. Have a good night.